Hey, are you seriously podcasting alone?
Nah, I'm with my
So the whole point of my conversation is Christianity wasn't big until Constantine II came about.
Oh, I saw that movie.
And then he was just like, you know what, I'm a Christian now, so fuck all the pagans.
I do want to read that book because I want to know why people
they went on killing Christians to like, oh no, now we're Christian, we're gonna kill pagans.
I need to
They
know
didn't
more
quite
about
kill all
that.
the pagans.
Okay, we're gonna
It
go
was
from
illegal.
killing pagans to t-shirts.
Yeah.
We're the boys.
Damn.
Welcome to the Boys versus Everything. Here to wish you a happy new year and a happy new episode.
Happy New Year's, everybody.
Oh yeah.
And by the time
New
this comes
Year.
out, happy Valentine's Day.
Oh, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Listen, we took a little break.
Bless.
It's a
Took a little
joke.
break. Everybody's busy.
Yeah, that would be
It's
my
still in
fault.
2 weeks. Chill.
It's fine.
Yeah, we're coming at you a little late. I was sick.
Aw.
I was sick.
Coming at you with a brand new.
So what are we talking about?
Wow.
Well,
Hit us with the
speaking
subby.
of being sick because it's cold, I was trying to get like new clothes for myself, especially for the winter. Because, in Canada, winter lasts for like much more than 3 months. Or now, I don't
It's
know.
longer than the
No.
summer,
Sure,
so you
no.
better look fly. You
Hey,
know?
hey, bars.
Bars.
We're getting into Alaska territory. It's 30 days of night.
We're just missing some fucking dope ass polar bears in the middle of the fucking road.
No,
It's
thank
coming.
you.
It's
Oh,
coming.
Are you
We're
guys going to
getting- we're
wrestle it?
getting A lot more polar bear attacks
Next
are
animal
coming.
fight? Polar bear.
So, of course, I went looking for sweaters that could hold me throughout the cold. I was trying to find 100% woolen clothing, but to my surprise, I would look around at $100 price tags only to find it made with polyester blend, or even worse, fully synthetic.
Oh my god, I have it. Sorry,
Go.
a little rant, but it's been pissing me off because I literally just got it. So my work shirts, right? They piss me off, man.
Go,
they're
go.
like borderline plastic.
Oh, ew, yeah,
and
I know.
just
what that
I
means.
just opened a fresh pack because I forgot my uniform, and that shit was like I couldn't close my shoulders because they're like
Because he's
So
so
tight.
big.
'Cause he's so big.
I'm not big. I'm a
He's
small
thick.
human being, but
He's so buff.
those were rough, man. So like I feel that, you know.
Clothes have gone cheap, furniture is mostly plastic, and so on and so forth. So I wondered about my first question. Why is it that clothing has gone to such cheap quality? The first culprit is obviously the trend.
China.
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 Not
China.
yet.
China.
China.
We figured it out.
Not yet.
Thank you,
bro.
everybody.
Bye,
Have a good
everybody.
night.
Canada.
See ya.
See you next episode. It is
Thank you for
No.
listening. My name is John. You can find me on Instagram.
communism.
Communism, that's the one. First culprit is obviously the trend-setting fast fashion industry. So I decided to search there, only to find out that Shein or even Temu weren't even the originator of the concept.
that was China.
I
but
mean,
like
you
in
guys were on
French.
the right track, but there
was Shin.
There was somebody first
Wait,
that
Sheen,
really
like
did it.
Charlie Sheen?
No.
Well, I mean, it's pronounced Sheen, but it's not like spelled Sheen.
And Tamu.
Okay. Thought it was like a drug dealing thing.
Temu, yeah.
Tamu, baby.
Temu,
You
baby.
wish.
Temu.
yeah. I don't know what happened to Wish. Wish just died, and Temu like
Because
fucking
everybody said Wish
rose
was
from
dog
that
shit.
shit.
And then
Yeah.
Timu did the exact same thing.
It's probably
but
the
sold
same
your
people.
credit card information. And then people love it.
It's probably the same
yeah.
exact thing.
It is the exact
It's
same
the
thing.
exact same thing. They just sell your credit card information instead and give you free shit.
But yeah, not even Forever 21 or Wish. In fact, it dates back further than the early 2000s. It in fact stems all the way since 1989.
Abercrombie and Fitch.
No. Actually, no. They had good quality clothes, but they kind of fell through with
That's a
everybody
white
else.
boy brand.
A very white boy brand.
That's
More ways than one.
that's a
white
Florida,
boy
that's a
brand.
Florida brand.
Even John has too much soul for Abercrombie and Fitch.
They would judge you. Do we want that back? When Abercrombie and Fitch, you would come in and they could judge you on your outfit and be like, "You shouldn't shop here." They used to do that shit.
It's kind of like
I
what
think you'd be
Lamborghini
better
does when you
suited
show
over
up
at
for a
Zellers.
Sellers, that's gone.
Yeah,
I
no,
love
people
Zellers,
at
though.
the Abercrombie and Fitch time they were there.
Oh,
Well, I mean,
You would
Zellers
better
also
feel-
pulled up to
You
Canada.
could, I think you belong in the Sears. Sears is across the mall. You
Sears
must
catalog.
be lost. Yeah.
what size are you?
Yeah, you don't look like you play lacrosse.
This is where Nick defends Sears.
No. I walk
of
into
that.
Zara and like I feel like the place, the atmosphere says that to me.
Ah,
Yeah.
so systematic.
I'm just
Yeah.
like, ooh, it's
Yeah,
not
Systematic.
you'd be better suited at the thrift shop.
Just
it's okay.
Just tuck in your wiener and just
That's how I
fucking
felt with
go in
Brandy
balls deep.
Melville. I the way the girl
Who?
looked at me, Brandy Melville.
That sounds like a fat girl.
no.
Oh, my bad.
That sounds like just a fat girl.
It's the
No.
Melville for me.
Brandy Melville, like she literally did this, and I was like, did I get hate crime?
Oh.
I was like, was that a hate crime? I
No,
was the
no.
only black person
She's like,
there,
you're
so I was like,
walking into
Nah,
here.
nah, nah. You're good. You're good. You're good. It's just because you're poor.
it's different crime.
You walked in there. Something about that fedora tells me you shouldn't be.
No, it was past my fedora days. And how dare you?
We don't
Something
talk
about that
that.
highlighter
We don't
fedora.
talk about it.
We don't talk about my fedora.
No. We gotta talk about the goddamn
Oh no, we need to move
the
on. I gotta
comic
lie.
book fucking. Anyway.
We'll go with that. No.
Comic book leggings.
Guys, guys, this just became a dig up of Priscilla's.
Yeah, the roast,
Fashion
I guess.
history.
Yo, it was a
Well,
development.
she looks good.
time.
Yeah,
I like the
You've
fit.
always had
Thank
good
you.
fashion.
Now
It's a
she's
good
the
hat.
most fashionable.
It's a good hat. The hat looks like a penis tip, but it's good.
Thanks. I appreciate it. But it in fact stems all the way from the 1989 from a company that I hadn't considered to be fast fashion. Zara. You mentioned
Zara.
but it's Zara.
See, that's why I don't go there, and that's the only reason I don't go there.
See, now Zara. Now that is a hot Persian girl.
I honestly, yeah. I love the name Zara. I'm not gonna lie. I
good
like
name.
Z
It's
names.
pretty hot.
Mao Zedong.
But there's actually
Sorry, I was I was thinking of a Z name.
Jewish.
No, it's the fucking Chinese guy.
No.
What?
Mao Zedong.
But that doesn't even start with Z.
Zedong.
Mao Zedong, no.
His last name is Zedong.
That was the most random fucking shout out to Mao
All right, all right.
Mao
Okay,
Zedong, shout out.
insert gong in post.
Very much so.
Pretend a gong just went off.
So I've been following.
Not gonna lie,
this
though,
channel.
Zara got some good shit, but like you never like know. Like I have a jacket.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
I have a
Who's that?
jacket that's dope as shit,
Yeah.
but like I didn't buy it.
Mm.
You know, I just
Stole it.
found it.
Found it
And then
at the store
it went-
on
Found
the
it on
rack.
the found it on the rack.
I'm like, that's a dope jacket. And then like I was told by John actually, he's like, that's a Zara jacket? I'm like, no. And then I look at the tag of Zara, I'm like, oh shit.
A lot of clothing companies prior to the 2000s operated in seasons. So, you know, you had the fall winter line and you also had the spring summer line. So they had to make enough clothes for like these two seasons, but it was like months in advance. They would kind of do this. You'd have to prepare.
What are people going to be wearing next summer?
Basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna run out of clothes by next
We're
summer.
gonna run out of
We're
clothes.
gonna need to figure out what the next
Little-
clothes are
Little
gonna
did
be.
they
We're
know
gonna put
next
them in.
year Speedos are coming back.
Yeah.
I'd love that. I'd love
Mhm.
that. Honestly, yeah, I'd love that. Not for everyone, but I'd love it.
It's never the ones you want.
That's the
Yeah.
problem.
The people that pick up on it are the
It's
people.
the people that have too much confidence in their bodies.
That's true. But
And
that
they-
could be sexy
Yeah,
too.
surprisingly, a small cocked underwear.
Small cocktail.
Not enough big cocks and speedos.
Yeah, I guess they don't want to advertise too much. Maybe.
Humility.
Yeah.
Big dick humility. Yeah.
It might look like an elephant trunk too much.
Mm.
Maybe that's why.
then
Maybe
when-
it doesn't look good. Maybe it
probably
looks better
falls
when
out.
you are a bit
Yeah, yeah.
smaller.
But
Maybe
then
when
when
you go to the
ladies have
store, they
giant
eye
cabooses-
you and they see the bulge in your pants like, these are banana hammocks, not plantain hammocks, sir. Get that monstrosity out of here.
Now this is the difference
Okay,
between
yeah.
plantain and banana.
Yeah. I think you'd be better suited at the sock store. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm loving this
Have a nice day.
retail employee.
You've had bad experiences.
I am a retail employee. So what do I do?
No, but like specified in clothes now.
Yeah, thank
Different
you.
Sean entirely.
He's been kicked out of a lot of Zaros. Specifically
I
for
earned
Shmi.
I earned my keep at Zara. I'm allowed in there now.
But yes, it's a long process. They have to send
to get
design
unbanned from Zara.
to get banned from Zara. It's a long process. It goes through everything. That's why they haven't caught you yet.
He was on a 2-year ban, bro. I had to walk in there and be like, he's a good dude.
He's a
Just
good
give him a
man.
chance.
Took him a long time to convince him that the shit stains on my shirts were intentional.
Yeah, and I told him, like, look, I stole your
Wear a
jacket. I'm
style.
still out here. No shit.
But making clothes for like the fall,
Have it seasonal.
yes, seasonal clothing lines take a long process. It's a long process. They have to send designs to the factory, so the craftsmanship and time is to be considered. Then there's an extensive quality control to make sure everything works. After all of this, they order a large amount to fill up the racks. So obviously from extra small, medium size, and everything.
Not enough smalls for men.
I do, yeah, I
It's
agree.
a problem.
I agree. So they order a large amount, different sizes to fill up the racks.
Maybe get bigger.
Jesus, get bigger.
Small boy.
Fucking sissy.
Fucking small boy.
I think you'd be better suited at the children's place.
Toys R Us is right
You
around
know,
the
like,
They
corner.
don't
used
let
to
me
be-
there anymore.
There used to be that like XXL clothing store, you know?
Big and
Oh
tall.
yeah,
Yeah, big,
A
big,
Yeah,
big and tall.
I mean, in the
Yeah. Is
States,
that
they
real?
have big and tall. Yeah, they do.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
They,
It's a
they
thing.
should have like extra small, you know? For
Mm.
I agree.
Yeah,
I agree.
short and cute.
Short,
Yeah.
and cute. Short and cute.
Short and cute.
Kinda
That
want
is
that.
such a
The-
fucking vibe.
That is the
That
least
is such a
emasculating.
Short and cute.
You just see like big
Yeah.
burly men inside of it that are like, I just like tight t-shirts.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh hell yeah.
Short king apparel.
Short king
Fuck,
afro.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
unironically might go pretty big.
or you walk in there and it's
I
just
see
a
it already. Stores all black, tall lettering. Short king apparel.
Tall
Let's
leather.
open it.
Yeah, so, yeah.
and a whole bunch
Yeah,
of little
listen.
people.
You must be
Here
this
are
high.
shirts you can wear that will make you feel 1,000 feet tall.
Hey.
Buddy boy.
Buddy boy.
You nuzzle their heads. Come in. That's what
You
a short
come in-
king wants.
I
They
just
come
want
in
my
and the
shirts
retail
not to be
employees have to
loose.
like shh.
They come like
It
little
is sold
nuggies.
to you by non-judgmental tall people. You walk in there and they're like,
Hey,
Hey,
buddy.
"Are you looking for a shirt today?" I bet you are.
I bet you
Raise
are.
your cheeks and you walk in.
They have to be 6'2" and higher.
Grabs your fucking cheek.
It has to be like
We
really
have a
large,
big problem
burly
with
men.
shoplifters, so you need to be able to carry one. Put them over your shoulder.
Wait, so are all
You're
the
only allowed comically big handbags.
Are the it's like huge.
The handbag has to be bigger than the
Tote
customer.
bags are like-
And also all the shoes they sell there are 13 and bigger.
yeah, that's me.
Small shirts, big feet.
And every cashier must say, "I just want to put you in this handbag."
I want
It's
all
actually
the
mandatory.
I want all the employees to be part of like the Big Brother program, so they treat you like like the little kid. They're
No,
like,
but every store needs to have like the open like the glass opening doors, but the handle is like really high.
really high.
No, I got this. I got
the
this.
employee has to open it for you.
Yeah.
You have to like knock, and then they open it for you, and they're like,
If you
"Oh,
install
you couldn't reach it."
install a basketball hoop and says if you can dunk on this, you get 25% off.
Fuck no.
Yeah.
Oh Jesus Christ!
Yeah.
Oh, man.
This joke
I
was
hate it, but I would go there.
done by Short Kings.
This joke was brought to you by short people and their experiences.
The company orders large amounts. The gambling begins. Will it be the new popular line? Will it sell well? Is it too late? Has the trend passed by? There's lots and lots of monetary
Do you
risks.
put cocaine in your fentanyl?
Yeah, to make sure that everybody gets it. You put they have there's a lot of monetary risk taken because it is a gamble. You have to, especially at that time, it was predicting different trends. There's some trends that stayed a lot longer, but others, would come and leave. So you'd have to.
Yeah, who
Cash
knew
later.
that the elephant trunk penis in trunk underwear wouldn't have been a hit this summer?
That's true.
Yeah,
They had
what-
no idea. Absolutely.
What are we talking about?
It's like, what are we?
I on the spot design an underwear that's an elephant head, but your dick goes in the trunk. It's like who would have known?
That was gonna be.
No,
That
but
wasn't
that's,
gonna be a
that's
hit with
already
the beach.
underwear though.
Yeah, that already
Yeah.
exists.
You didn't know?
What, you got underwear you could put your dick inside?
Yeah, and it's
Yeah.
like literally like
I
it's
thought
like
you
an
knew about
elephant.
that, but I thought
It's
you just
elephant
said, like-
themed?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's even
Nice.
one that's a horse.
No fucking way.
There's one that's a horse.
Really?
You're
It's a
fucking.
horse cock.
You're fucking with me.
Jamie, pull this up.
So there's a.
I thought you knew. That's why,
I mean, I
That's
should
why
work
you
in
make-
fashion.
Me too.
That's why
why
he was
I
making the
laughed.
joke. I'm
I
like,
was
he
like,
knows
yeah,
about
nice.
this, but then he's like, no, I just came up with this.
Just-
I'm
I
like-
came up with this.
He's
idea.
like, original thought.
Trademark it right here.
Oh my God. But
Oh,
you know,
wow.
in
Those are
conclusion, it
impressive.
can get
China beat you to the punch.
yeah.
It literally holds it up.
So for a clothing company, it can get easily wasted if they can't sell all their clothes, because when they can, they have to put them on sale, which means there's already some money loss.
Oh,
And
that's
then
so
The
sad.
CEOs lose
Once
money.
they get out
I'm not doing this out of like poor them, but I'm just
I get you.
giving them a
Yeah.
giving them a little out on this.
And then once the seasons change, they gotta put on liquidation.
Exactly,
So
which
that's
means
even less money.
exactly. And then after that, if it's really not selling, I don't know, they give it to
They
thrift
put it in a
shops or some
basket
It goes
shit.
to
where they charge you
Africa.
$10 for everything you grab.
Basically.
Or they put you in one of those like big machines where they just have fans and they're like, whatever you can grab, you can keep.
With Squid Game.
The
Anyway,
one with the money,
no,
the one with the dollar bills.
I cannot go into that one now. we're gonna go. We're gonna move on. But Zara had a great idea. Why gamble on what the trends will be? The people will just tell you. Just give a little sample. By doing something called grayish good, which is according to Wikipedia, unprocessed knitted fabric in, you guessed it, a grayish color. To facilitate dyeing, printing, bleaching, and finishing, we have all these grayish good, with again, it's almost like a template for like the new clothes that are coming in. So it's like just the fabric. They send it to their instead of manufacturing overseas, they have their headquarters create the grayish goods. The blank unfinished pieces get sent to nearby shops that have close affiliations with Zara, then that manufacture also for them. They're accompanied with the headquarters designs, so the shops will finish the garments for them and they'll send it back to the Zara's headquarters, because a lot of the costs for companies like that, clothing companies, also comes from shipping in and out of their countries for it, because there's taxes on that. So by just having these grayish goods in the same country that they are, with their own shops doing it, and they do it very quickly because you don't have to take account of shipping time as well. When the garments are done, Zara sends small batch orders to retail shops and they come back with feedback on what designs sell and which do not. When the go-ahead is given, Zara capitalize on the retail feedback and can quickly send more of the designs that work, because their headquarters already have a bunch of these fabrics that are undone yet, but don't take too much time to be done when there's like a design that they need.
Yeah.
So the retails will be like, oh, you know what? This sold pretty well. We need more of that. So then Zara can be like, okay, we'll do a large order of that. And now that we have kind of like these samples out on these shops, we can just send a big batch and there's less waste for them. That was all the way back to the late 80s, and they had, at the time, called it fast fashion. Even at that time, they coined it. In 1994, a law came to pass to really give a push into the fast fashion beast, because we can't all attribute it to Zara, the fast fashion that we have today. But also, it subsequently affected all other areas of commerce and goods as well. An agreement with Canada, USA, and Mexico to reduce the barriers of trade and invest between all countries, resulting in cheaper labor. To reiterate, there was an agreement with Canada, USA, and Mexico to reduce barriers of trade and invest between all three countries, resulting in cheaper labor.
But it was.
Which means that now manufacturing in Mexico, and it would cost you cheaper and everything. So because the taxes wouldn't be as high as opposed to like other countries like Europe or like, well, you know.
And they make tons of children there.
Labor forever. No, I'm
They're just
kidding.
pumping them out.
There's some Cuban
Hard
children
working
just
ones,
waiting
too.
Hard-working ones.
Very hard.
Those are hard-working ones.
God bless.
And they're willing to work on a bowl of chips and salsa a day. It's perfect.
Not too long after that same deal, it extended towards China. As the documentary so readily points
Please
out.
say it properly.
China?
China.
No.
China.
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 The hand,
Sheen, bro.
the hand gesture is important. China.
China. As the documentary so readily points out, this gave American companies access to a much larger pool of cheaper labor, and thus began this exodus to cheaper lands to exploit. This explains the cheap labor, and it is a significant cost, but how does it explain the cheaper fabrics?
So which one is the cheapest?
What, between Mexico and China?
All of them.
China.
Yo, China. Are you kidding? China like almost like presented them on a fucking plate. One, they have something that the other country don't really have. which is
Suicide
kinda-
nets.
They have communism.
Oh, yo, true. They have population.
But like not only population, but also just the way they go with their country. Like you
Like,
can't
the
talk
hunger
back
for-
about
the
that shit.
hunger for money too.
Yeah.
Also, everything's run by the government.
Yeah.
So it's the same
CCP,
reason.
baby.
There's no competition within the country.
Yep.
So that's why they have the cheap cars. That's why everything's cheap, because it's all funded by the government.
Guys, let's go to China.
No.
Wow.
No.
You heard it here first.
was
The
quick.
guy that goes everywhere is like, fuck
Yeah.
no.
Dude,
I would have been.
Priscilla
down.
wouldn't fly there. I'm just saying.
No, I'm not
I
going.
personally-
I'm good.
Not that I'm scared, but I don't like to have land. I don't like the land in China.
Yeah, no, I get you.
I don't support
No,
it.
I
don't
get you.
believe.
I get you.
I don't
He-
believe in gray skies all the time like London.
Yeah, so this explains the cheap labor, and it is a significant cost to companies, but how does it explain the cheaper fabrics? Well, there was a law in the 1970s called the Multi-Fiber Arrangement that the World Trade Organization implemented to, and, quote, was meant to acknowledge how cheap clothing and textile imports, namely yarns and fabrics made up textile products and clothing, threatened and disrupted markets in developed nations. It also recognized how export helped diversify the earnings and economic growth of developing nations such as Bangladesh and China. In resume, it's kind of meant to have a certain quality threshold that you can't just pass, which means not having too cheap of a fabric so that you wouldn't exploit the developing nations. So like at the time, China, Bangladesh, other than everything, that was the law there to try to limit the amount of synthetic shit that we'd get.
Yeah.
Just because obviously we would exploit the countries that could make it as fast as possible. And we would kind of break down a little, I'd say our type of quality.
So we care about Bangladesh.
No, we care more about ourselves. Is
Yeah.
more the point.
It's
We
a little
shouldn't
bit
be
of
the
that.
only person it's okay to exploit is the children.
But to be fair, that law was still kind of meant, it's like half. It's like I said, it's like it's a way to measure not to like really exploit fully the developing nations, but it's it's like a one thin
'Cause
paper
good
really
air
doing that.
quality is not important.
No,
for
but
the Bangladeshi.
But it's also like if you're gonna have the children like work hard, like at least make them like work like with better quality products.
At least make them
So it
proud
hurts.
of what they're working on. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
make them proud to be a
Like they can
modern
go to
slave.
school and say like I made those Nike dunks that you're wearing right now.
Yeah.
And then the schoolmates are like, ew. That shit's plastic and it's chipping off my fucking ankle. This law was more geared towards the US and European countries that had the most to gain and could easily disrupt markets that way. Unfortunately, it expired in 2004, which was kind of the green light for the US to now use extremely cheap fabrics to cut down on costs.
yes.
This meant
this is good.
this meant
it's less
shit
cost-
clothes
Yes.
and shittier prices.
Yes. Bring the
wait,
prices
what?
up and the quality down. That's what I want.
That's what I want. Buy high and sell low.
Yes.
So where does that leave me with my dilemma? Why am I even talking about this?
I don't see the issue, to be honest.
At
That
this
almost-
point. Yes. Good.
Why are you like a
I'm the-
Palpatine?
I am the Sith Lord of fashion now.
Somehow
I am
Palpatine has
literally
returned.
Zara.
The Zara.
He's a Zara ambassador of the
Come
shadow.
to Zara.
Salpatine.
Let the inflation flow through you.
So why am I talking about this? Well, this issue has been going on for a while. I never really paid much attention to it. Clothes are clothes, and the cheaper the price, the better. I don't really care how they were made. Well, I mean, I'm not for child like
Yeah.
modern slavery.
If they're
but
whipping children and the only way out is to jump out the window, that's just gonna bungee them back into the facility.
Just
I
don't
don't
think
know.
about it.
It's like,
Like
a
a
game of
fun-
Pac-Man for them. They're being chased by the fucking manager, and then they jump out of the window and they end up on the other end of the building.
it's like Severance. They never leave.
They never leave.
They never leave.
How to make suicide attempts fun. God damn.
Yes.
But this year, This year, I'm working outside a lot more, and I realized that a lot of my precious shirts, sweaters, and especially jeans were ripping very easily and could barely even keep me warm.
That's just because you're just such a strong, independent black woman.
Thank
So
you.
you're ripping through your shirts.
Okay,
honestly-
Zara Lord.
Honestly,
Trying to
as soon
pretend
as-
like you like now you respect women and children.
honestly, this plastic crap, like it chips, like not
It does.
chips, but like as soon as you nick something,
It's done.
you're fucked.
You're fucked
Yeah.
entirely.
true.
It goes
Oh,
and
and-
leaves.
And
Yeah.
you sweat in one of those motherfuckers, and you got stains for days.
Yep.
What's this?
Oily
John's
ass
sweat is radioactive.
Yeah, actually, deadass.
Do this for me, please. I'm kidding.
No, no.
I'm fucking with you.
What's because John sweats cheese. He sweats cheese oil.
It's-
It's
Cheese
a whole
and,
problem.
It's like grating cheese.
yeah, no, it's not
and
good.
honey.
Yeah,
Seeping through his
ice
pores.
Honey sweet.
But that's why I wanted cotton, because it's comfortable to wear, sweat absorbent, breathable, holds heat.
Why did
Shut up! I just wanted to get back to the thing.
Why are you looking at me like that when she said
Segue
cotton?
well.
Wait,
You looked at me too. She said, "This is why I prefer cotton." And then me and John both go,
Oh my god, dude! It took me like
I know that took you a long time. I was trying so hard to just segue back in.
Listen, nothing happened. Nothing
Yeah,
happened.
sure, nothing happened.
Nothing happened 300
God
years
damn it.
ago.
You know what? The C word is very comfortable to wear. Sweat absorbent, breathable, holds heat well, and doesn't shrink in the washing machine and drying machine. But 100% cotton isn't in everything, and it's more expensive. So I was prepared for the price, only to find out that sweaters over $100, even luxury brands with clothing price over thousands of dollars, would still not be 100% cotton, or even 100% silk or cashmere. There's always a blend.
"You can never
is
find."
leather 100%?
Is what?
If you get like a
No.
nice leather jacket,
Leather's 100% cow.
Not
I know.
always cow though. Yeah.
Okay.
But I get what you mean. No,
You buy the
be-
jacket, and it just
you-
shows this. This was Shamika the cow.
The Shamika, the cow.
Why Shamika?
Why Shamika?
They can have human
Why,
names
dude,
too.
why couldn't it have been Natalie?
Because that cow wasn't named Natalie.
Oh my God.
Fuck, man.
But to be fair, for like leather
Why are you gonna
goods,
be racist against the cow?
you also have to be careful on that too, because you might have like a leather strap and they'll say that's 100%, but the rest of the bag might be something else. That's why you have to be very
I
careful.
feel like
on
they can
that.
just loophole you.
Yeah, they can.
Like my
they'll
Zara
put-
jacket ain't leather.
No,
That's
no.
Zara,
But they'll put something on a racket and then they'll just say cotton. Just say
that's
cotton.
bullshit.
But if you look, they'll be like 40% polyester, 5% acrylic, whatever, and then 5% cotton.
Yeah,
They
they
still-
do a lot of loopholes like that. It was like there was at that point where it would say made in USA, but there was no periods in between. And that is because there is like a town in China that is just called that USA.
Okay, wait, that's hilarious.
Yeah, like it was
That's
just a
so
loophole
funny.
they did.
They named it, and that's where all their factories are. It's just that town,
They
USA.
put an American flag over the factory.
I love that. That's
Not
hilarious.
even. It's still a Chinese flag, but their street name is.
You
just
call the
USA.
customer service or whatever number, and it's like, yes, this is John.
This goes through lexicon of what name to go.
This is Sean. Did you say John?
This
No,
is
Sean.
John Hamburger.
There we go. Got it.
Got it, John Hamburger.
Hamburger.
Oh my god! But yes, it's normally always a blend, and they like to trick you on that. So I will say, people always check the tags. They can loophole you, but they're not allowed to outwardly lie to you. So the tag does tell you exactly what it is made out of. So you have to check those out. It's important.
And you know if you can put it in the dryer or not.
Yeah, but
why I
that's
check.
later. Yeah, like that's
They got
later
all
when
those
it's already too late.
hieroglyphics.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the
got the
hieroglyphics.
I had one of my
hieroglyphics at the,
favorite shirts. I put that shit on like high heat. It never came back the same. Yeah, that shit was small after.
Really?
It's because you got
It's a
so
crop
big.
top now.
That shit
That's
was
so big.
tired.
So I was trying to find one sweaters with 100% cotton. It was hard because for one, almost everything has polyester in it. Honestly, the challenge should have been more about finding something that didn't contain polyester in it. Polyester is a synthetic fabric. There's natural polyester. It's derivative of a plant cuticle, but there's also polyester produced by bees as well, which I didn't even know. It's like a type of
The bees make polyester.
Hey. Just Jerry.
It's a bee movie, right?
I know, just Jerry doing polyester. But the most commonly used type of polyester is synthetic. Fabrics made with synthetic polyester are not very Jesus, like drink every time I say polyester, are not very water absorbent. Well, there we go. Take a drink every time I say polyester.
Fuck, mine's finished,
from
man.
here now on.
Just that one sentence got me drunk.
Polyester.
Fabrics made with synthetic polyester are not very water absorbent, and they will stick to the skin when they're wet. They have around the same problems that nylon and acrylics fabrics have. They are made of plastic and are incredibly bad for the environment because it's harder to break down as well. And it can kind of stay for a while. It's funny because it'll break down like crazy while you're wearing it. But the second you get rid of it, that shit will stay for years and years and years.
Honestly, I got some shirts I've had since high school.
Nice.
That, like, I wear as work shirts because I mean I work in masonry, so like I don't give a fuck.
It's true.
But like they'll like rip apart bit by bit. But even the mortar doesn't eat it up that quick. And mortar eats up everything.
Everything. Yeah. It's weird how that happens.
Made
Yeah.
out of cotton. Yeah. Like, I mean, John's shirts, those rip all the time.
That's because I'm ripped.
Jesus
I'm
Christ.
so fucking buff.
It's because I work
Spent
out for it.
years at the dojo, McDonald's, and breweries. Like on that fucking belly.
Working on that Aikido, that beer keto.
Oh yeah, baby. You want to Aikido me, baby? I'll fight you.
Put your wife in debt because you're doing beer keto.
Listen, we'll talk about Steven Seagal sometime.
Oh, God.
We're just talking about you.
I can't wait. Now, at first I thought about having a
I
synthetic
mean,
blend.
I'm sorry for the
Go.
tangent. They gotta be designing some very high quality shit for those kimonos not to rip on Steven Seagal.
Those are really good kimonos, man. They're made out of like hotel.
He's doing
You-
all those
wait.
Aikido moves, and none of those things are ripping.
Wait, he's skimping on the quality of his movies, but not the kimonos.
No, bro.
He's
No.
willing to
Like,
pay like
they're made out of, like,
20,000.
proper
He
hotel
doesn't make the
bathwater.
movies. He just gets paid to be in them. He
that's
drains
true.
the budget out of movies. That's why they're skimping on quality.
Oh, okay.
And then he'll request to have a chair for the entire movie. We're gonna talk about Steven Seagal.
Yeah.
It's fine.
That's another day.
Those are quality.
I got a lot to say.
Quality robes from the hotel. Like they were like peak quality. Best sweatshops.
Easy to take off when he's trying to seduce one of his massagers. But we'll talk about Steven Seagal in another
Jesus
episode.
Christ.
He
All
did that.
this
Look it up. He did that.
precious
He
nuggets.
did that. He chased one with a gun.
What?
Yes, we have.
Okay, well,
it's
we'll-
an insane
we'll
fucking
talk about it
episode.
another time. Anyway, another time.
Yes, it's
He
crazy.
keeps saying on another episode, and then he drops a little tidbit.
Now, at first, I thought having a synthetic blend would be okay. So, like a 40% polyester, 60% cotton type of deal.
What do you have right now? Is this
100% cotton.
fuck,
So
God
who the
bless.
fuck is this polyester?
That was
I've never heard
that
of
was
this
the
guy.
that was the you roll that tape back and look at Priscilla's face when they said cut.
We're leaving it in.
Congratulations.
Best joke tonight.
It's a clap, too.
That's clever.
All right.
Proud of you.
Thank you.
Taps himself on the back.
So I thought a synthetic blend would be okay, provided that the cotton would have a higher percentage compared to the synthetic. Like I said, like a 40, 60. But alas, it means that the clothes will have to be washed a lot more, which reduces the quality of the sweater over time and still doesn't stop the pilling. Pilling is when, I don't know if you ever get these like little balls of like,
Balls of fabric.
yeah, kind of,
Yeah,
and
like
like
pile up.
it piles or that's pilling.
For guys,
and it's
usually,
not
like,
supposed
right
to do
between
that.
Your gooch, you know.
Wait, you mean like lint that ends up on you, like off the shirt?
but
and
like
into
it's
your-
off the yeah. That's
I get that at my belly button.
it's the vacuum.
I can make a whole sweater of them.
Oh god. Yo, so you have an innie? You
Yeah, I
like
have an
innie?
innie. Yeah, I have an innie.
Oh,
Thank,
You have
man.
an Audi?
thank God.
I have no. I don't have an Audi, but it still blocks.
You freak.
No,
I mean, I got a
You have
McLaren.
no, you guys have like black holes for belly buttons. It's terrifying.
holes, man.
It
No.
is. It's terrifying.
Maybe
Not
like a
this like
pinky
little
hole.
ball of chewed up gum. Oh, my belly.
Yeah,
is
but
nasty
mine
too.
blocks the
feel like I
lint
could
from coming in.
Bite that off of someone.
Oh, fuck no. No, I don't have an Audi. Audis are kind of funny, but no.
I just want to cut them off.
I saw a chick with an Audi once.
Oh yeah. It's a little weird, huh?
you
No
like
offense anybody's but it's a little
if
weird.
You
It's
meet
funny.
one, don't touch it. They don't like it.
No,
Oh, really?
no,
They're a
obviously
bit
not.
sensitive
No,
about their
Does it
Audis.
hurt? Does it hurt? Does it hurt? Just flick it.
no, it's weird. I feel like if you could pull it, it's like
pull it
water will
off.
pour out. You know what I mean? It's like
I can't play with it like
Gross.
it's a nipple.
I mean,
No.
it's like literally their
Yeah,
intestines.
if you got an Audi,
feel ashamed apparently.
yeah,
if you got an Audi, like
Like,
Just don't have one.
Stay home.
yeah. No, we don't need that German engineering out here.
Wanted to prove sucks because I don't have my other jeans I want to prove, but this
okay,
is
my work pants can show it.
these are jeans that I took from my mother, not without her permission. I asked, I asked her.
What size?
We'll
These
find out
are-
later.
So we have visual companions here.
So when you yeah. So if you're listening on the podcast, Priscilla just pulled out a pair of jeans. You can see that on our YouTube. We'll post some images on
high
Instagram.
quality.
Yeah.
We'll post these clips.
So this is
$100
DKNY, and it's annoying because she had like
In Mexico.
she had Levi jeans from like the fucking late 70s, and they were beautiful. They're heavy and they're real fucking. Oh, it's beautiful.
Beat someone with them.
Yeah, legitimately, you could beat somebody with it.
You could tie that to the ceiling and rope yourself, like lasso yourself across the room, whatever.
You can kill yourself with that.
You can hang yourself with these jeans.
Yeah, this is some
damn.
hang yourself.
Hello,
jeans.
you two.
You can make a rope.
You can
with those
Shawshank,
jeans.
Shawshank Redemption yourself off a pillar.
Thank you. That's a better way of saying it. Yeah, thank
Yeah,
you.
that's what I was
You
going to
just
try to say,
Shawshank
but
yourself?
you really insisted on hanging yourself.
These jeans, the reason I'm showing that this, she told me this was like around 15-ish, 20 years ago that she bought these. And
I didn't touch them.
Go for it. These
Honestly,
are 100% cotton.
If you forget them,
Nice.
it's okay. You want
What?
to forget them here? I'll keep them.
Oh, that could maybe actually fit you.
I think it does.
My mom's pretty tall though, so I don't know.
I
No. I mean, no. I think it would fit you.
It does fit me. I checked.
You did it around your neck? Oh, that works for you too. I always put it around my neck, and if it like overlaps,
see if you
it
can
fits
hang
you.
yourself with them.
No.
Yes. See if you. Oh my bad. See if you can
If it
Shawshank
overlaps,
Redemption
it works.
yourself with
yeah,
them.
you never tried.
Yeah.
But like button it up. That's a trick for you guys if you're ever shopping at a mall or whatever store, and there's some pants you want to try out, but you don't feel like going to like the what the
Just
fuck is it
changing
called?
room, yeah.
Changing room. You take the pants, you take the waist, you zip it up if there's you zip, and then you tie it around your neck. If it overlaps, it means it's gonna fit you.
If it doesn't
And
overlap,
if you tie them around your neck and then tie the pant legs around a pole or something nearby, and then you lean forth and you start touching yourself, you're gonna feel a pleasant sensation.
You're gonna have a good time.
It's called autoerotic jeans asphyxiation.
when
Yeah.
the lights start to
Asphyxiation.
shut, stop.
Yeah,
That's true.
if you can.
If you hear
can't
grand-
stop.
If you hear Grandpa calling, you've gone too far. Hey, Jimbo, nice cock.
If you see the lights,
Terrible. Oh jeez.
If the tips touch, if only the tips touch is too small.
If the tip off, it's gonna be very tight on you. In fact, maybe while you're gonna pull it up, it might tighten around like different places.
We're talking about jeans.
So
If you
I
just
am
walked
not-
in,
Oh, yeah,
if
yeah,
you just
it's
walked
jeans.
into the room right now while
It's
your
jeans,
son's
it's jeans.
listening to this podcast,
But yeah, I was showing you guys this because I was like
this
around.
is John here with another John and a Nick and a Priscilla, and we are talking about jeans.
now penis into penis, foreskin. One dick goes into the foreskin.
What does that mean?
That's docking.
That's the. Oh yeah.
All right.
Wow.
So
Anyways,
the jeans.
So for these jeans, reason I was gonna because it was like around. She said 15 to 20 years ago. So that would if it 20 years that would put us to like 20. 25.
Damn, so your mom's got good
2005.
jeans.
She got really good jeans.
Nice.
Yeah,
She passed them down to you.
I don't know why she fucking didn't. I was so pissed because she's like, I think I gave away my Levi's. I was like, you fucking.
Dude, that joke went over her
so
head.
pissed. I know. Shut up.
Wait, that joke went over your head.
I know, but shut up.
I was like, wait, she's still talking about the pants.
I'm moving on to the pants because I want to move on with this.
Sorry.
I have a lot.
We were talking about genetics.
I know.
Keep going.
Anyways, but
Shut up. Fuck you.
try to move on. Anyway,
Keep going.
so and they're still very good quality cotton. She bought them at like a fairly expensive for, I'd say like what, 90, 100.
Jesus Christ.
And
Back
but
then?
the thing is, yeah, back then.
That's crazy.
But she could still use them now.
That's like
Yeah.
These are
yeah,
still like
these are good jeans.
These are good jeans. I bought Levi's
Yeah.
like around 5 years ago.
Yeah.
That shit ripped in a year.
Oh man.
In
what
a
what
year.
ripped, if you don't mind asking?
Right
crotch.
in the crotch.
The crotch
The
always
crotch
dies.
always
Crotch.
rips. It's fucking
His
annoying.
pants right now
Always
got
rich.
I feel like they're putting less fabric in the crotch.
He's like,
No,
I think that's what it is.
I
honestly.
own 3 pairs of jeans.
Yeah.
They all ripped. I need new
All the
jeans.
time.
Me too.
Yeah,
always.
all of
You
them.
just get.
It's terrible.
No, sometimes you just gotta own the mangina.
Maybe.
It's been a
You
month.
just gotta go with it.
It's been a month.
Big gets a pocket. I could keep my M&Ms in there.
But
You know the tube.
it's
Put
a
the tube
crotch
in there.
sweat,
Yeah.
man. The crotch sweat is acidic, bro. That shit just burns. That shit just burns.
Corrosive crotch
the
sweat.
corrosive crotch.
Bro, look at my work pants too. The same shit.
But that's where I was
That is
like,
actually the name of John's new energy drink too. John's corrosive crotch sweat.
oh shit,
Crotch sweat. This is my work
It comes in bottled and canned.
oh shit. He also got some clothes to the show. Damn.
He's got pants.
Could you show
Oh,
that
there
to
you go.
the? Could
Yeah,
you show it to the
camera
class?
right here? Look, I could fit a whole finger in there. I'm making it worse.
I have a whole crotch hole.
But this is the problem because look at that again.
But
this
she-
is like
that's-
20.
I literally currently have pajama pants that my whole
John, you
dick
wanna-
just
you wanna
flies
hump
out
in
of.
front the camera? John,
Can't wear that around people.
You want to hump in front of the camera at the same time?
Make sure that it's Zach focuses directly on you.
Yes,
but that's
please.
what I mean. It's like these
like
jeans are
showing
still
down.
good, still durable.
You know what's fucked up? I
Still
almost
used,
bought
too.
Levi's 2 weeks ago. I was
The quality
pants
has
are
gone
really
down since because I had compared at the time when she had those jeans because I was really trying to find these. But at the time she had those jeans, I was trying to compare both. And I was telling her, it's like, hey, I bought jeans not even that long ago and mine already ripped. She had them since the 1970s and they were still fitting them and they were heavy too. Shein is the crackhead version of Zara. We're finally getting into China. China. It manufactures about 35,000 items in mere weeks with the help of multiple factories across China, which makes manufacturing even faster and, of course, even cheaper thanks to the Chinese labor. They kind of
God
operate.
bless.
God bless.
God bless them. God bless
God
those
bless
nets that
America.
bungee them back into the facility.
They kind of operate like Amazon, with the exception that Amazon will actually have their warehouses in different
Yeah.
countries, so it's faster to do like the whole delivery. But they can eat those costs. Shein cannot eat those costs that much. So what they
Jeff
do,
Bezos is pretty hungry.
one of the biggest costs for manufacturing is the shipping. A lot of shipping going in, and especially now that we're over the internet, which is another, help for the fast fashion. There's a lot of people that want their stuff shipped, but there's taxes when it comes to shipping stuff. So
Gotta
with
pay the bard.
pay the bridge troll. You gotta pay the bridge troll. So for Shein, the way they circumvent that is, have you ever noticed that when you buy stuff on Shein or you've seen advertisement on Shein and it's like $3 and they'll be like, you can get this for like 50 cents or shit like that, or like ridiculously low prices. And you're like, how the fuck do they make profit from that? They don't make that much profit on that, to be honest. That's an answer for another day. That's a whole other thing for Shein. But what it does do, it cuts costs for them in the long run. Because for a company, one of its biggest costs, like I said, is shipping. They underline the fact that Shein, Temu, and other companies like Wish and everything, just about all the hyper cheap apps use a U.S. tax loophole, which states that packages under $800 can enter the U.S. freely without import duty tax stamped on it, which means it's almost considered as if it was another like person, a friend or family sending you something through it, as long as it's under $800. So all these $3 shit that you buy, $5, $10 and everything, like unless you buy like for $1,000 worth amounts, like you've bought a shit ton of stuff from them already. So they can eat that cost. But not much people go over 800 for Temu. So they'll do that.
Nobody
that.
goes over $25. $25 is a high budget baller.
Exactly. So they do all that. So for Shein, they don't have to spend money on those import tax, and they don't have to spend money putting warehouses in like in different countries to, you know, cut that cost or circumvent that cost as well, because nobody would buy that much anyways. But it's also great for their customers. I bought this Aran sweater that you guys see today.
On Shein?
No. No. From Ireland. It's like it's a website that I saw. I like the Aran sweaters, and it is a Irish type of sweater and everything. Like it actually genuinely comes from Ireland. It was on sale for $95 Canadian. I had to pay up front $40 for shipping already from the in the carts. Like they were like, it's $40 no matter what. And I was like, okay.
Damn.
When I got it, I also had to pay an extra $22 for import tax as well. The sweater, which was $95 in the beginning, ended up being $157 in total.
Damn.
And that's all the added extra costs too. So imagine that. The companies know that customers get saddled with a lot of costs, but they can't put everything on sale all the time to accommodate. Customers get tired of paying exorbitant fees, so they go elsewhere. To be able to stay in the market, companies try to go cheaper quality to be able to charge cheaper. But by then, the customers return only to find the quality got worse, and the price range, while cheaper, still isn't steep enough for them to justify the price for worse quality. And so the circle continues.
Yeah.
So I will say luxury companies are a lot worse though on that shit, because a lot of them got taken over tech bros, which is again another separate thing. It's a whole other problem, but does factor in the fast fashion industry, because tech bros taking all of this, they're tech bros. They don't really know how other avenues work. They just know
number.
Yeah, they're all about numbers. So a lot of big luxury brands are kind of luxury in name only, or some brands that used to be quasi affordable now have upped their prices like to exorbitant fees because now they want to be luxury brands. Sometimes it's even more profitable to do that shit. I went to see on Canada Goose website for a duvet coat for my mom. Duvet is like a material filled with feathers, and it's honestly genuinely really great against the cold. Like if you want a high quality coat for the cold, duvet does really help you.
Just never put that shit in the wash, or else you're never seeing it again.
No, you have to wash it specifically. Yeah, please. If you do get it, just don't put that shit on the wash. My mom wanted a long coat made out of it, and it didn't matter the cost. So we looked into Canada Goose. You know, because goose feathers and shit. That's literally in the name.
That's fine, because the goose are assholes. Anyway. The geese are not good.
Kill all geese. Goose are kind of cool with me. Geese like me. I like geese. Only to find that $2,000 prices for these Canada Goose
$2,000.
$2,000.
Yeah.
$2,000. And then I checked. I checked into material because, again, always check what it's made out of. It composed, that $2,000 one, by the way, 83% polyester and 17% cotton.
Cunts.
83% polyester, which, remember, I said isn't that great against the cold, is not sweat absorbent, and it's like it breaks down pretty easily too.
What about the goose feathers?
That can't be
No
possible.
goose.
It's got to be at least 60% goose.
No
Duvet.
no goose.
There's no duvet.
There's no goose. Honestly, I've
Is the
checked.
goose
and
even Canadian?
It's a fucking Mexican
Yeah,
goose.
it's fucking Mexican.
Yeah,
goose.
they don't even have cold down there.
It don't go. It goes.
Oh, don't bring Hector up, please. Not Hector again.
Hey, mama. Come on, feed me some bread. I know I'm no dog, but I can quack too, baby. Come on, eh?
My bad.
Oh, Jesus.
But again, this polyester's got his fucking hands in every pot here. It's kinda
That's what I'm telling you.
It's upsetting.
Because polyester is genuinely like, it's so ridiculously fast and easy to do. And the thing is, it's really bad for the environment. Like more than it just breaks down, even making it costs the environment some shit too.
And then people
It's just
throw
not
that shit
good.
out all the time.
Yeah.
And it just ends up all in the dumps.
Yeah.
So it's like it
The
is
price doesn't
completely-
reflect quality anymore.
Exactly.
That's true.
That's what I meant. Like that's why I said it's like even going to these like I went to check like for Louis Vuitton like just any like really giant brand. And they also had a shit ton of polyester in their thing. Some were like, 11,000 and it wasn't even fucking real shit. And I was like, wow, not even quality.
They
Polyester.
just put a different.
It's
brand.
fucking over Louis Vuitton too.
Goddamn
Fucking
bitch.
ass.
And Versace. Versace got fucked over. Funnily enough, as I was searching for clothing tips on how to maintain and where to buy some good quality items, because I was like sorely disappointed, I came across a very interesting waterproof jacket video, aptly named Your Gear is Poisoning You, by the YouTuber My Life Outdoors. This YouTuber had a problem with Gore-Tex, the company. That company makes, outdoor gears, like jackets and everything. Because he mentions that they use
P. Diddy?
No.
Yes, P. Diddy.
PFAs.
Polyester?
Uses PFAs for the outer coating of their coats as a method of waterproofing. PFAs are like really good for waterproofing. It repels water really well and is an incredibly long-lasting chemical.
Are these one of those like commercials where they pour like water and the thing just slides off the jacket? But sometimes they also do
That's
like ketchup
Flex
and shit too. No, but they do this with like backpacks and shit, and be like, "Look, I'm gonna dump this entire bottle of ketchup on this backpack." And be like, "I don't know when I'd ever get ketchup on my backpack, but I mean, thanks."
Honestly, that's not too bad especially for kids. You did get ketchup on them. An entire bottle? I don't know, but like
Accidents happen.
accidents happen.
Okay.
But PFAs, or its scientific name, oh shit, I forgot I had to say the scientific name. Perfluoroalkyl. I
Can I read?
checked
I
how
wanna
to
read.
say
I wanna
it.
read.
I checked how to
Nick
say it
can't
too. It's
read.
really hard.
Dude, I can
It's
read so
clitoris.
well.
perfluor.
The polyfluoro.
No, you
fucking
already
kill.
had it wrong. You said poly.
Perfluorokill.
There we go. That's exactly how it's said. Perfluorokill.
That's
there we
not
go.
how it's
It is.
spelled.
Perfluorokill.
Oh yeah, like Hampshire instead of Hampshire.
think of
It's Hampshire.
Because like
Say the letters.
per is one word. It's one like variation of a word. Fluor and then akill. Like fluor, think fluoride. Perfluorokill.
Yep. That's legitimately.
Or maybe perfluoral kill, but like
No, you had it right the first time.
Perfluorokill.
Because when I checked it, like that's how they said, and I said it 5 times, and I thought I'd get it. And I'm like, nah, I'm not gonna get it.
But you don't say the poly?
Perfluorokill substances is, according to the National Institute of the Environmental Health Science of the United States website, is a forever chemical. The website goes in detail about what it is, and I quote, Per and polyfluorokill substances, PFAs, are large complex groups of synthetic chemicals that have been used in consumer products around the world since about the 1950s. They are ingredients in various everyday products. For example, PFAs are used to keep food from sticking to packaging or cookware, make clothes and carpets resistance to stain, and create firefighting foam that is more effective. PFAS molecule have a chain of linked carbon and fluorine atoms. Because of the carbon-fluorine bond is one of the strongest, these chemicals do not degrade easily in the environment. Because its components are hard to break down easily, according to the United States Environmental Protection Agency website, sorry I have to say the whole name, PFAS can stay in the blood and pee of humans and animals for a very long time. They even assess that it can stay in water, air, and fish and soil.
even if you're just wearing it,
Yeah?
that's crazy.
Damn, so don't eat that handbag, bro.
Don't eat
So you're telling me the
That shit
water
ain't gonna
that
hit
slides
Yeah,
right
no matter
off
how good it is with ketchup.
is
shit
just
ain't
like
gonna hit
is
right,
like
bro.
poisoning our water.
Long exposure of that chemical leads to a lot of kidney damage, various forms of cancer, like liver cancer, testicular cancer.
Damn, so like you have a baby, it's like half handbag?
I am I am personally against anything that it could be harmful to your kidneys.
Only to your kidneys? The testicular is cool for you?
Can I just say our clothes are poisoning the water, and then we blame like the vaccines? Like
We'll blame the frogs, the
it's so
vaccine,
fucking
anything else. That's what I mean. It's very much like
Or blame the
we
Wuhan.
do have conspiracy, crazy level shit, but people want the fantasy ones. Well, we have
Yeah.
the ones that is
We have the real
documented
ones.
and shown to you.
Most oftentimes, it's not even on purpose. They're just like, this is cheaper.
That's the thing. That's That's the problem. We're just
This
like
is
it's
cutting
cheaper.
corners is the death of everyone.
You're trying to brainwash us. Like, nah, dude.
Nah,
no,
man,
no,
it's
they're
just
cutting
cheaper.
corners. It's
Nah,
just
you
cheaper.
paid 10 cents for that jacket, technically.
A chemical company settled a class action lawsuit over the water contamination of the local populace of Wilmington, Delaware, as there was 3,550 lawsuits pertaining to the fact that PFOA, perfluorooctac. Oh shit!
Get your
Can you read
John.
this for me?
Pterodactyl.
You know
I can't read it, but I'm under pressure.
That's not the only massacre that happened at the Delaware.
word in big bold letters and let the audience figure out what
Okay,
the word is.
perfluorooctanoic.
the auditory is like-
no.
What?
What? Go.
Perfluorooctanoic acid.
Okay. Thank you.
No, can I just say that earlier the mistake wasn't mine.
No, you read
Oh
somewhere
my
else. You
God.
read later on.
'Cause you read the
I was
same thing I
confused.
read
Yeah, because I
before.
was like confused. I was like, where is he
That
reading?
after when you read the same way I read, I was so offended. Anyways, doesn't matter.
It was later. Okay. So
Clearly,
that
yeah.
acid that John just mentioned in the Wilmington waters caused nefarious health problems.
Okay, so
Go.
sorry. First, so
No,
if
no,
I'm
go.
getting this correctly, right?
Yeah.
People are wearing the fancy schmancy waterproof gear,
Gore-Tex.
and then the rain is pouring on it, and then going into the water system and just like poisoning the water
No,
system.
not for this. We'll get back to it.
Okay.
But for this one, it was DuPont and everything. They're chemical companies. Like they do these chemicals.
Okay,
So they were
that's their waste.
yes,
Ah,
and the waste got into the water.
okay.
Well, they
That's-
dump it into the Delaware.
There's there's dumping and then I was saying it like
I'm sure they didn't do it on
correctly, but,
purpose.
yeah.
No, it just evaporated and then it came down.
It's Return of the
Whoops.
Living Dead style.
Oh shit.
My bad.
Thanks to the Delaware online news site, we also know that the resident Carla Barlett and Kenneth Vigneron got kidney cancer. Vigneron, living a few miles from the plant, still managed to get poison, really putting the forever chemical.
Nice.
Nice, yeah. To make a long story short,
Oh,
the
no.
YouTuber the YouTuber My Life Outdoors was skeptical when it came to Gore-Tex and how they say they use a stable version of PFAS, an expanded PTFE, to which, according to the website at Tech, is a chemically resistant and with higher linear strength. It's chemically inert, they say, watertight at low pressure, low dielectric constant, which means a poor conductor to electricity, excellent radial expansion and UV resistance, different levels of porosity, available low, medium, and high density. Porosity just means it's like get a feminist accent. They're really good now.
Motherfuckers got the whole criteria.
The key word Gore-Tex wants you to know is chemically inert. The fact that the chemical is stable and that no PFAS should leak off the jacket, which is where we're going back to.
Which is a lie.
So
It's a lie.
our YouTuber put it to the test. He created a mini rain machine, which is pretty cool. So he had like this this case where he had water that would like drip down.
So you
like
put holes in a bucket.
yeah, but like slightly more sophisticated.
How about this? How
than
about you just get in a fucking shower?
Wow, no way. Who thought of that one?
So he had the same water like filtered through like the rain machine, so like it would stay constant. So he had that going with like, and he put like a mannequin in it. He tested the water first. And there was like no chemicals in it, just to like showcase that it wasn't, like the.
Did you go through a bread filter first?
But that would have been really funny. That would be like two experiments at once. But he ran it through for 24 hours and tested the water without anything yet, just putting like a mannequin like body in it first. He tested.
God, did its nipples melt off or something?
No, there was nothing. It was the normal water. So
Was it 100% cotton?
no, that would have been great. So he put that, tested out for 24 hours, and there was nothing in the water. Then he put the mannequin again, but with the Gore-Tex
Jacket.
jacket in it, and left it for 24 hours with the same water like filtering through.
24 hours.
24 hours.
So not even that long.
24 hours. No. Not even that long. No.
That's a lot of fucking rain though.
The results came back with 5 different types of PFAS chemicals in the remaining water. There's more to the test that he does. He tested also like around like waters around him and to see, because I think he was close to one of the manufacturers too, to see how much it affected as well. There's a lot more to it, but I don't want to say it all because I do recommend the video. Like it's really interesting.
So
like,
essentially he made a smart water.
Yeah.
Out of this jacket.
Smart water, but poisonous.
Is it full
Fuck
of
you, smart
PDAs?
water. Fuck you, smart water. I got you.
He had like a 5% on some stuff and everything, but the fact that after just 24 hours there was like PFAS
But
when
it's
they
24
said
hours
nothing
under the rain.
under the rain. Yes,
But if he used a Brita filter, he would have been in a better spot.
he would have filtered it all out. It would have been all gone. That's how we fight against PFAS.
We needed a moment to have the stupidity waft over that.
I gotta filter that out. Get me that Brita. I gotta
filter that
you.
dumbassery through a Brita filter.
So I ask again, where am I going with this? Well, understanding that clothes have gone to the cheaper route means a lot more than just poor quality, but also not only working conditions. So again, I haven't even touched upon the working conditions of like the people having to do this. The
Just
workers.
don't worry about it. Just don't think about it.
They have to swallow it and vomit it onto the jackets. Oh my
That's how
god!
they knew it was weatherproof.
These
my God.
these poor niños down in Oaxaca.
Oh Jesus!
These jackets.
What is this man talking about?
Apparently Oaxaca is just full.
But I mentioned that PFAS being enclosed.
John's so upset he walked away.
Yeah, he was so upset. He's like, "Fuck! What the fuck? My clothes are made of." Because I mentioned PFAS, but they also do other stuff for like jeans. In jeans, when you had like really good quality, it would be.
I don't want my jeans to not let ketchup penetrate them. I don't need that, you know? It's
I
fine.
wash
I expect my jeans to absorb shit.
Well, like if we're not going for the Gore-Tex route, where it is specific because they wanted something water repellent.
Yeah.
Like for stuff for like jeans and stuff to have, there's a certain thing they do where to make it slightly more rugged or to have a certain color. Normally, when you have like good, like full 100% cotton or like another, I forgot the other fabric, but there's another fabric that jeans use to be like 100% that is pretty good and durable.
Elastane?
Yes.
Elastane.
Yeah.
Elastane just prevents a lot of that ripping, though. It lets it be a little more stretchy. So if you don't want that like crotch rip, just make sure that it has elastane on it.
It's not great.
It's not
all that great
amazing
either. You
environmentally,
don't want,
but
you can have a small percentage, but like if you have way more, it's gonna be like
doesn't
kinda
break,
it's
though,
gonna
you don't
lose its shape really.
it's gonna
easily.
look weird. Yeah. But
Yeah, it loses its shape very quickly, and then it's not gonna fit you as well, personally. But for that, they would like spray it with some toxins to make the jean like slightly durable or like better looking just on top of it. So that's still a toxin that they use. It is still dangerous for it is. So like it's maybe in lower quantities than the PFAs, but that's still a toxin, and that's still for cheaper quality as well and cheaper costs. So mentioning all that,
PFAs in my ball sack.
but for the PFAs in clothes, like I mentioned, it's also in food as well.
why the fuck does my French fries need to repel the ketchup too?
I mentioned PFAs being in clothes, but it's also in food as well. What?
No way.
Yes, it is.
In the US?
Here too. Furniture and health products. I originally was lamenting the cheapness of clothes and the expensive venture of it, only to receive poor quality. The videos I kept coming across kept adding as well. Your clothing is cheap, but everything else is now too. As in, like it kept getting drearier and drearier. As in, like it stopped being just about clothes. Like for my research, it kept being like
Water is plastic.
yeah, like everything is plastic, bro. Like everything is fucked for you. Like
Yeah.
you won't get a fully wooden nightstand that could last you generations. Instead, you'll buy one made out of plywood with glued on veneer, even if you do buy it at a high price from reputable places.
You're lucky if you get plywood. Mostly you get fucking press wood. It's all just fucking wood. What is it? Fucking sawdust.
Sawdust
glued
like
together.
stuck together.
Yeah.
Food has gotten a lot more expensive, but contains more and more preservatives, which not only harms the body and have been known to cause cancer, but it also makes it harder to lose weight as well and raises cholesterol. All for the fact that it's cheaper and longer lasting, even though meat is becoming the more expensive option. Because the reason why they had the preservatives and like mincemeat is it was not only the cheaper option for the companies because, you know, the meat would last longer.
Yeah.
So they wouldn't waste it and everything. But it was also cheaper for the consumer at the time.
And it was waterproof.
Yes, I'm
Fucking dousing. You're like,
I
look
like
at
that.
this.
I could put my steak and I could put ketchup and it'll just slide off the
Just
steak.
slide off that shit
Paint
immediately.
doesn't stick on the meat.
Yeah, that's good.
How am I supposed to eat this?
That's fucking valid, boys.
I can't eat my meat with all this like paint chips that I have right next to it.
You pretty much have meat that you can walk around the streets with. you know?
Yeah, like a bag.
Portable. It's portable.
Portable meat.
You walk around with
Portable.
meat.
Yeah, I can't
Just
really
drinking
whip
that.
out my portable meat in public. It's
That's
not,
the
it's not
joke.
acceptable.
That's
the
the
one
joke I
that'll
was
get you
getting at,
banned.
but I'm like,
That's the one that'll get you banned.
Don't worry,
from,
I
like,
did it for you.
100 meters from a school.
I went there for you.
That's why it wasn't allowed in Zara for a long time.
There we
I've been
go.
allowed in this era for that long.
It's
They don't sell they don't sell that type of underwear there.
Nah,
It's all good. Don't worry about it.
unfortunately.
The ones with nothing covering.
Everything is connected in this way, and it's honestly kind of depressing. There's so much research you need to do to make sure what you're getting isn't killing you or holds a nefarious amount of chemical that could resurface in your blood in like 20 years. It's enough to make you a conspiracy theorist. But in the spirit of good research, I still wanted to leave you guys with good tips I've gotten through looking for good sweaters or general good advice on getting quality items.
My bras come with Glocks in them.
Thanks.
Number one, buying vintage is a pretty good idea. Even early 2000s have good quality clothes, and it's considered vintage. It's
Yeah, as
past
long
the
as
15.
bitch ass hipsters don't take over and fucking hoard a bunch of shit and sell it back to you at fucking expensive
I know
prices.
you've been on Depop recently. Is that where
I've been
yeah.
at some fucking thrift shops and the
I will
hipsters
say-
have taken it over.
That is an
I'm
issue.
seeing too many mullets and handlebar mustaches and beanies that don't cover ears.
Bro, you go to the thrift store, the one near
So
our,
angry.
you go to the thrift
I am
store near
angry.
one of our neighborhoods, and like literally before it even opens, like 30-40 minutes before it even opens, there is a line of people just getting ready to steal all that hippie shit.
There's a new one here in Verdun.
Oh, yeah?
Well, not in Verdun. That's it's like that. Like it
yeah.
opened like a month ago.
Gone.
It's gone to hell.
Oh shit.
People
It's
just-
gone to
they
hell.
show up early.
Because they've gentrified thrifting.
I will
They've
say,
gentrified
yeah.
the one thing that was literally for poor people.
No, you know, it still is because Armée du Salut is still good. I will say I used to shit on it. Not because poor people,
Salvation Army.
but like I was just like to
Thank you for
get
the
like
translation. I was about to do that.
it's just more like honestly there is some like good items you can still get because my problem with vintage shopping is that and thrift shopping as well is that I could barely get shit that would fit me. Really, that's the only problem. But when I did get really good quality item, they were the most long lasting out of all of them.
No,
Especially
I
if it
went
was
to
really
a
old.
thrift shop recently and what I saw in there were not even cool thriftable items. It was full of people too. Like this is the type of stuff that you'll see in like these like I don't know, it's like you know when you got like those charity videos like for $1 a day you can sponsor these children, like those are the shirts that these children are wearing out there.
Yeah.
No judgment, there's cool shirts, but like they're selling them at like $40 something. I'm like,
there's some it's kind
this
of
is
crazy.
supposed to be thrifting.
Yeah, I know.
It's
Like,
supposed to be thrifty, but like it's like they Google search what that T-shirt or what that brand sells their most recent shit, and then they resell it for almost
Yeah.
the same price,
Yeah,
just
exactly.
like minus $15.
Yeah, that's
if you're
where
in a
I'm
thrift
iffy.
shop and it's full of a bunch of floppy cocks you'd see working at an artisanal coffee shop,
And it
then
smells like your
no
grandma's
longer looking
sweat
at good
socks.
prices. Sorry.
I will say, like I said, it's gonna be like Renaissance Armée du Salut that actually has
Renaissance
If you're
is good.
out here
Yeah.
in Canada, that's
in
anecdotal.
Canada. Yes,
That's
just,
anecdotal.
I have to specify Canada
In
because I
Quebec
don't know.
specific.
For our Indian viewers, I don't know what it is on there.
We have Indian viewers.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
for
shit.
Israeli viewers, stop.
Stop it. Get some help.
Because we do have some too.
Get some help. But
We'll thrift you some clothes.
I was
Steal
gonna
them
say
off the dead
thrifted off the
fucking bodies you're
Palestinians.
fucking creating every day.
We'll
But,
keep
you know.
following the podcast, please.
Yeah, but keep following us. Give us a like. Give us a shout. Yep.
Mazel
Make
tov.
love, not bombs.
Make love, not
Mazel
bombs.
tov.
But no, I do agree for like the vintage stuff. It's
Mazel tov, not Molotov.
Come on.
He said Molotov the embassy.
You gotta agree with me. That was a pretty good slogan.
Hey.
He said Molotov the
oh,
embassy.
Who said that? Hey, never heard of them.
Sorry.
Never heard of them? No.
No.
Wasn't me.
Palestine. Nope. Didn't hear that.
Cut
So
that-
close.
Cut those words out.
Number two.
They immediately get banned in Canada.
Sorry, I'm
Number
just so
two.
excited.
So excited.
I'm just
saying
so
oy vey.
kooky. I'm so goofy.
Number two, YouTuber Wang Jennifer had good tips on checking out the stitching on clothes you buy in stores. There's like, again, I was a lot on YouTube about it because they were talking
Wait,
all
what was
about
number
clothes. You forgot about your buy vintage clothes, but like
okay.
more like thrift shop that is actually affordable stuff. For vintage, you know, it goes for what you'd say you'd buy for, because there's some vintage where you still have to pay like $200, mostly because it's like an item that's almost like a collectioner. It's your money. You choose if you really want to pay for it. But if it did survive all these years, then maybe there is something to it. You know,
That's
so.
because hipsters are putting their fucking floppy cock and down the throat of everything that is good.
John really likes hippies.
Yeah.
You're going for hippies, so you're going for like the 1960 like tail wagging like and you're going for like early 2000s.
No, I just want that like
It's
that
two
large amount of.
generations off
I just want that
further.
large amount of bush. You know what I mean?
Good. All combined. Nice.
No, just a bush.
Just a bush.
I don't know what we're talking about.
I don't know either. Number two.
Okay.
You guys all know, and I know you
So
know.
what did Wang Jennifer say?
Wang Jennifer. She had good tips on checking out the stitching on clothes you
Good
buy in tips.
Okay, let's move on, please.
Stitching on clothes you buy in stores by checking for loose threads, uneven seams, and checking even like the quality of zippers, which is funny because I thought she was almost joking about that, but then I went and
Quality
checked out.
of zippers is very important.
Yeah, well, no, quality of zippers,
Yeah, you don't
that
want to
makes
catch
sense.
your
You don't
nutsack in one of those.
you don't think about it, but then I realized I'm like, oh yeah, I do know. I had like the two different, like one that are fully metal is the one you really would love because they rarely pose you a problem.
I don't have a PhD
Anything
in
cheaper
zippers.
of that,
Don't do that.
Because they deform and like they
Yep.
break apart. Like
they break.
and then like one day you're just walking. It's a cold, windy day. You zip up,
Pop.
and you're not zipped up.
Exactly.
I don't have
Sounds
a
like-
PhD in zippers.
Your shop is wide
Sounds
open.
like Nick. The shop is wide open. But she was also talking about uneven seams and also like loose threads. And I did realize there's like some items that would be like $75, but there'd be loose threads like in stores. Like it's not like it's not like on
It's a part of
sale
the
even.
fashion.
They like to say that, but she that's why I recommend her, because she'll be like, no, you'll know how it's part of fashion by looking at the threads. There's like some inseams that they do, and the more invisible the thread is, I mean not the thread, but like the stitching is, that's when you recognize real good quality, because it takes time to do this. But the more out in the open the threads are, like, or the rips, or not the rips, but like the seams, if it's very loose and everything, you know it's super cheaply made, and that's the reason why you'll have like loose threads on your clothes after like maybe a few months of wearing it.
With shoes, especially.
Yeah.
Because you look at your boots and like there's some loose fucking threads. Oof.
Yeah.
Damn.
That shit will open up in a minute.
In 2 seconds. But yeah, so like I check that out. If especially, I mean, if you're buying online, it's hard for you to see, but it is good to check.
Zoom in your pictures ×5.
You're like, shit, maybe.
You know, that's why I don't buy clothes online though. Because
You can't check.
You gotta touch your stuff.
Yeah,
You gotta touch your
you
shit.
gotta touch your stuff. Number 3, Mina Lay, another YouTuber I mentioned a bit earlier. She had a great segment on her video called "Clothes Are So Much Worse Now," on how she bought her own wool sweater, focusing on the types of knits for cotton sweaters, as tight weave will make your sweater more durable than a looser weave. And she said the way you could check is if like you take, mine is like a
Talking
looser
like
weave.
weave like the hair, right?
No.
Oh, my bad.
More like weave, like the stitching and everything. Obviously, this is a looser weave, so yes, you're gonna see like my hand through it, but that's like the point with
That's the
this sweater.
style.
Yeah.
That's the style. But if you're going for more like a nice, not how do I say lisse? Listen.
Sleek.
Yeah, like a more sleeker, smooth type of fabric that is out of cotton.
Yeah.
If you put your hand through like the sleeve and you stretch out your hand and you can still see your hand, like I'd say like clearly, but like you can see through it, you know that it's looser there and that you know that this might be a problem later on. It doesn't necessarily mean it's all throughout the body. It might be like a mix of loose and tight knit, but know that if it is loose there, you might have a little problem like later on. It might be, it might lose its shape later on.
I do like it tight.
The company Sheep Inc.
Side note.
Oh, okay. The company Sheep Inc. lets you know exactly where the wool is, farmed even down to
They even let you press the button that kills the sheep itself.
They actually have an app with a little sheep to show you which sheep. It's like kind of cute. It's
You just killed
A
it.
sheep or sheen?
Yeah, there you go. You pick
Yeah,
Benny the
sheep.
sheep, he's going to be killed. Then.
That's gonna say
that's the one. Wait, how do you think they do wool? They kill the sheep?
No, I'm just. I know they just shave
They
it.
chop off the
They
head
just
and
shave it.
there
I
you
know
go.
I
they
don't
shave it.
understand.
They behead it and then they shave it off.
I will say there's a thing there for like the sheep, because for a while there was a point of contention of if it was ethical to
Shear the sheep?
not just shear, because there is a different method that they do, which it is to prevent apparently a type of like a sickness, but I will say it's pretty fucked up because they like literally skin the tail of the sheep without any anesthesia and everything. And then they shear, but like they kind of just leave it there, which like harms the sheep, like really hurts. And even if they do contract infection because of the exposed skin or like lack of anesthesia, they could die. So people were much more like, hey, you can't be doing this. Even though like there's some veterinarians that were like, oh, but we're preventing this. And
Like
that's
cutting off the tail?
by skinning the tail.
Yeah.
They skin it, but they rarely use anesthesia. The thing is, when they do that, it's because they have an overabundance of sheep and they don't have enough people to check if the sheep are getting like ticks and like and sickness and everything. So you don't need to skin it if you're taking care of the sheep properly.
Did you know that sheeps actually have long tails?
Yeah.
In-
It's weird,
In
huh?
North America, like they actually cut the tails.
Yeah, it's
But in
for the look
Switzerland,
sometimes.
they
It's
just
weird.
have long ass tails.
It's
what,
it's
like
weird.
horse
It's like it's like some dogs
'Cause you
having
can't-
long tails and they just
it's
like
illegal to cut tails in Switzerland. So like all dogs have long tails over there.
I do think it might be because of that like sickness thing. Wait. I think I read. Oh, I thought I wrote it down.
Switzerland, they
But
love themselves some tail.
love themselves. But yes.
Don't we all?
But the company Sheep Inc., what they do is that they own farms, but they also contract from farms that they know exactly where they're from. So they not only give you the information of what farm that the sheep that is used for your sweater is used from, but they even know what sheep it was for.
They give you like a little
That's how
Yeah, it's got an
precise they are.
ID. Yeah, basically, so you
They
can
give you like a
see
little
it.
Pokemon card.
You get a
of, like-
little. Yeah, you get a
No,
little.
you get an
card.
app. You get an app. You can name the sheep yourself. It's kind of
Rudy.
cute. You can kind of cute. There's
That's
even
the
a play.
most cappage. It's like donate $1. You know,
This is
adopt a child.
Adopt a sheep. Yeah, with
But
an
it-
app.
but it's like
Have
adopt-
a cute little fun app.
But it's like adopt a
Name
sheep.
it what you want.
But like for real, like you name it Morris, but for real, it's like Jamal.
Jamal the sheep.
Jamal the sheep.
Because like everyone's
That's the
gonna
best
name.
shit. No, Shane the sheep is already black, so we're good.
Is Jamal?
Shane the sheep is black as fuck.
Yeah.
See, I was avoiding the racist jokes.
Do they?
That's why I looked at him when I said Jamal.
Jamal's sheep hair?
Do they braid it?
Do they braid the
Can
sheep?
you? I mean, it
Do
would
they
look a
have
bit like
to?
this. It's just
pretty
this.
good.
It would. It
It's a
would
pretty
braid these.
fly sheep.
It would have a knit, a pretty fly sheet. But
If it was Shaquana, they would give him a weave. It would
Jesus
be real.
Christ,
That's
Jesus
a black
fucking
sheep,
Christ.
though.
You know, black people have hair, right?
Yeah. Just if you
Black
want it
women have
longer,
hair.
You know,
No, we can grow our hair.
You can straighten it.
Yeah, they have hair.
We're all gonna get.
Fuck, John.
We're all gonna gang up on you.
The fuck is going on?
I feel I'm allowed to gang up on you.
No, you're not.
I am a black woman. I'm like,
You're not
I
allowed.
have hair and my hair can grow.
I have not said you cannot. I don't know where that came from. Blame the white guy.
Yes.
The white guy.
Yeah.
Not the other white guy.
company.
This white guy.
It's because you're Portuguese. Wow. And to make sure, for the sheep, it was also important to make sure that they come from the highest quality is merino wool. It's a merino.
It's close to the ocean.
Who's she?
It's an aquatic.
Never heard of her.
An aquatic.
It's an aquatic with PVAs on it, just so it doesn't get wet.
It's waterproof.
But it's a merino wool. It's considered the best wool. And if you want to have like the extra protection of knowing that they're not getting like their tail skinned and everything, they have responsible wool standard. There's certified organic wool or certified animal welfare.
Is this like a top 10 list?
No, it's just like a top 10 list of like
Top 10
what
list of
protects the
how
animal.
to get proper clothes?
Well, that's what I mean by like the research aspect. It gets even more and more precise because less and less people are willing to do. But it's also pricey to do. Like Sheep Inc. is like a luxury brand, and their prices are really pricey. But you know that it's not only 100% merino wool, which is the pricier
Well, shit,
wool.
they got a whole app for a sheep. So.
Yeah, like they have a whole app for a sheep.
It's probably
So
one
they can
sheep.
charge you $90 a sweater.
It's like one sheep that they
$90
named
is-
like 43 times.
No, not $90. Go up.
It was like $200.
Go up.
That's like
400.
$300.
Go up.
$400.
Go up.
$500.
Go up.
Is this?
Yeah.
$700.
Yeah.
Oh damn.
Yeah,
$700.
No, but like I said, it's like genuine, and
Damn.
because there is like luxury added onto it, there's always an added. But I will say, they are the only luxury brand that even though it's $700, while others charge like $1,000, $1,200, they have synthetic shit. They do not.
Bro, they better
And it's
give you like a
verified,
keychain
it's
with like
Joan
a
and everything.
like a chained up like sheep turd. You know what I mean?
This sheep was given a blowjob every day of its life. It was very happy.
Man.
It was
By
very
a
happy.
man. By old Seamus over there.
But yeah, so
I've been sucking off sheep since I was 20 years old.
This
real
sheep
quality
was
work.
given nothing but blowjobs and Lucky Charms every day.
I will say, if you don't like, again, this is luxury, but for like my sweaters, this is like 90, but like the original price for this was like 150, close to 200. That's like a normal-ish price to have 100%.
That's like
wool.
brokey
It's-
cotton.
It's brokey cotton.
Yours doesn't have a fucking
got-
keychain
I
of a
got
turd on it and a
4%
fucking
cotton.
Pokemon card.
Whatever. Legit, this is warm. This is warm.
looks good, too.
Thank you. It was.
So what's the
it's
name
warm.
of your sheep?
No, I don't have it. I'm broke. it's brokey cotton.
It's gonna be like Paul.
Yeah.
She got the only white sheep.
Yeah, it's not Shaquande.
There's Quincy,
It's not
and
Shaquanda,
she got
Jamal.
Paul.
It's not Dondre.
No.
It's like Sean.
It's Ireland, so I have Irish sheep.
Yeah.
Scene.
Oh, so they're all
I'm like these Irish fucking people in New
Oh,
York.
yeah?
They're like,
Oh,
yo,
yeah?
it's my heritage. And I'm
Oh
like,
yeah, it's
nah,
Irish,
yeah.
but like, why isn't your shirt ginger? Huh?
It was made by a ginger. That I know.
Oh, cabbage.
They show you who did, and they'll show you like what type of
One
meat is
fucking
like from
ginger fella
which
holding two
Irish
sheep.
clan.
Like, that's my pals.
She wasn't allowed to get blowjobs, Lucky Charms, and Guinness all day.
No. Oh, Guinness baby.
Yeah.
Guinness baby.
Perhaps.
You know what? I'm not putting that out.
Scotland.
Perhaps.
Scotland with a Guinness.
But yeah, that was like the three stuff that I
That was good. That was
Retained.
quality.
It's not accurate, but
Suck my
Not
balls.
accurate.
Suck my big balls.
that was my three three main points that I took out for like clothes specifically. For food, that's a different
might I add, you
aspect
can
of
also
everything,
learn
but
how to sew to fix some clothes.
yeah, sewing is pretty good. Sewing is pretty
sew
good.
all the time.
But the thing is, fabrics also got more expensive and cheaper as well, even for sewers as well. It's hard for them sometimes to find like a good one that doesn't lie. But not that doesn't lie, but that also doesn't come with a blend as well.
Do you know what also last 2 years? This quality content we're going to be putting out for you guys on this podcast. We're absolutely banging it out with these episodes. You know what I mean? That's a good segue video. Fucking end it.
Yes. So
Fucking shit.
as is almost every subject in this show, it is constantly to remind you that everything out there is trying to kill you.
Yes.
Everything out
Alcoholism is
there
healthy.
is depressing and horrible.
The only thing
But that
wrong-
is exactly why you don't have to face it alone. That's why you are a boy too, and we are
How
the
did you
boys.
fuck up that segue? What the fuck?
Shut up and let me continue.
Talking about severe depression.
You done being our autistic child and let us fucking continue it?
Stop.
You fucking Nimrod. So as with everything horrible, you don't have to face it alone. You are a boy too, and we are the boys, and so together we face everything. Happy New Year, 2025.
Happy New
We got
Year.
some content coming crazy this year. We love you. And as with everything, my name is John. You can find me on Instagram at Deadtime. No. You can find me on Instagram at Director John Ramirez. I make movies at Deadtime Media. You can find that.
I'm Nick. My Instagram is nick.serafino. Love you. Mwah.
Hey, it's John, man. Just show us some love. You know, run on no sleep. We paying it out for you guys. Give us some love on Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube. The beautiful visuals with our beautiful faces. Priscilla.
Yeah, my name's Priscilla, and I got something to say. I don't have anything to plug today.
All right.
Goodbye.
Thank you,
Follow the pod
guys.
on Instagram. Follow the pod on TikTok. BB Pod. Take care. We love you. Bye.
Name your sheets.
Name your